Hello, Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for the Cuckoo's Fiancee, Chapter 40. When we last left our heroes, Shion thought that he had confessed to Erika. He definitely didn't. And Erika has no idea what he was going for. We found out that Erika left all of her clothes at home, which I imagine will become relevant at some point before this arc is over. But then, Shion, while going out to buy ice cream, noticed a shrine, so our four heroes went to go do a test of courage there. And while, Shion and Nagi saw this as a great chance to spend time with the girl they like, Erika announced she wanted to do it with Nagi, and that's where we left off last time. So let's jump right on into 40th Foul. I'm so glad I met you. Also, Erika has something she wants to talk to Nagi about. Maybe this line is going to come from that conversation. I don't know. Anyway, our Instagram picture here is a picture of Hiro on the phone with the subtitle, "Could you wait just a bit longer?" Volume 4 includes postcards, cards, featuring your favorite 3 heroines in pajamas, available for the limited time only, so be sure to grab it before it's gone. Check out our Twitter account for more information. I don't think that matters for English speakers. Anyway, a test of courage with his fiancée. The heart-pounding action is picking up, and now she has something she wants to say. And so we start off with Shion and Hiro, watching the two of them go. They took off together, and the two of them just kind of stood in silence, as the two of them really have no connection whatsoever. And Shion turns to Hiro. Alright, let's give them 10 minutes and we'll head out. And Hiro just smiles, sounds good. And then Shion seems to, think of something. Oh, damn! Hiro-chan, let me ask you something. So, why are you so obsessed with being number 1 in our year? And Hiro turns to him, Why? Well, I mean, and Shion thinks back to what Nagi said. If I beat her on 11 exams, I feel like she'll go out with me? And then Shion continues, Nah, ever since you got into high school, you've always been in first. I figure there's gotta be a reason you're so anal about it. And Hiro asks, is that a bad thing? No, hell no. It's totally cool. It's like, do you really have to go so far out of your way for it? Would it be so bad if, you let someone else take the top spots? Shion's being a bro here. He's trying to, help Nagi out. Though I highly doubt Nagi would appreciate Shion trying to make his challenge easier. But Hiro just stops him. No way. Huh? Oh, so, you're planning on keeping first? And Hiro just looks at him. That's right. Until I graduate. She is, no questioning in her mind at all. She knows what she wants, and she's going for it. And then Shion thinks back again to Nagi. If I beat her on 11 exams, I feel like she'll go out with me? And then he just starts bawling, realizing how much trouble Nagi's in. Gah! Nagi-san! And Hiro's just kind of confused at this. Oh, but what if, you got sick? Someone would have a shot, right? And Hiro shuts him down again. Not even then. Oh. And then he turns away, head in his hands. And then Hiro looks questioning at him and then says, by the way, earlier, you were trying to confess to Erika-chan, right? Oh, there goes that. She knows. And Shion just looks at her. Huh? Oh, yep, kinda. And Hiro responds, how about I help you out? What? Why? No reason. I have my own thought. I think she wants to clear up Nagi for herself there. Though there's still the question of her own fiancé, who we still, 40 chapters in, have never seen. So I think it's a little open to interpretation as to why. You can argue that she doesn't want Erika to have Nagi, but also there still is the question of how she feels about her own fiance, how she feels about Nagi. Hiro, there's still just a lot of mysteries around Hiro. Anyway, finally we check back with Nagi and Erika. And Nagi asks, what do you mean you have something you want to talk about? And Erika kind of like freezes. She's embarrassed. I don't know, there's a part of me, I see the chapter title, I'm so glad I met you. And that seems kind of like either a confession or a goodbye. And so there's a part of me worried that Erika's dad is going to try to take her back. Again, I feel like he's tried that before. Yeah, but I don't know. So anyway, Erika's blushing, and Nagi just looks at her confused. Just come on. First, you have to follow me. First? And we see she's still, like I mentioned last time, trying to, like, hold down the bottom of her dress because of the whole lack of underwear thing. And Nagi thinks, what's her deal? This was my one chance to show off for Seigawa-san. And just then a breeze comes by, and she, like, pulls hard to make sure nothing shows. Yeah! And Nagi thinks, is she really freaking out over a breeze? And just then he gets a flash of realization. I don't know, I can't imagine he's figured out that she left all her underwear at home. And Erika turns to Nagi. So Nagi-kun, what I wanted to say was... And she turns around and he's gone. She's alone. And she starts to, like, freak out. What? No way! He just disappeared? And then she has this image of him being, like, captured by, I think that's supposed to be a spirit? Was he spirited away? And Nagi pops up under the bush. That's where your head went? Oops. And we see Erika, like, shocked. Looking at the angle here, I don't think Nagi is trying to, like, peek up her skirt. But I feel like Erika thinks that's what he's doing. Given her paranoia about that right now. No! And then she tries to like, you know, hide her crotch. Hey, you don't have to lose your mind. What a scaredy cat. Yeah, I think it does look like he was just trying to scare her normally. But Erika asks him, don't tell me you knew? And Nagi looks at her, knew what? Don't look, you pervert, you sex fiend! What, huh? What are you talking about? So if he didn't know, now he does. And we see just Nagi stunned. What? And they left to go to a store to buy some new underwear. Thanks for waiting. I'm glad that's over. They have everything in convenience stores, huh? You were going commando the whole time? I'm confused, though, why... Like, there was seemingly some amount of time between the bath, when she realized what was wrong, and the party. And another party, this test of courage. So why didn't she just, like, go with Hiro to the store? Beyond just set up for this gag. Anyway, Erika gets on to him. Shh, stop yelling. I'm wearing underwear now. How did you even forget them in the first place? It was an accident. Accidents happen, okay? And Nagi just snaps at her. Not those kinds. And why was I the one you dragged along on this little venture? Oh, this was the whole thing here? To go to this, like, go off with Nagi to go to the store? I don't know, it's just kind of weird plotting there. Well, I told Hiro-chan, but... and we see why she didn't go with Hiro. It's just undies. You can go a day without. And Erika just says, she's kind of crazy. And Nagi is just, is she for real? So, you were the only one I could count on. And then he has this image of, Nagi has this image of Shion. Hey, no worries. Which is, that kind of don't worry about it is definitely what Shion would do in this situation. I see. So this is what you wanted to talk about? Nope. Then what was it? And then Erika sees something. Oh, look! This is the shrine we were looking for, right? Looks like it. Hold on, how did they... Because they were... I thought the shrine was in the woods, and then they went into a convenience store, and then all of a sudden they're there now? Like, the convenience store was on the way in the forest? And they seem to have gotten here before Hiro and Shion? Okay. I don't know. This whole thing's a little weird. And it kind of makes me wonder, though, if it was just gonna... If the whole underwear plot was just gonna get resolved with... And then they went into the convenience store... What was the point of it in the first place? Like, I can't really make out why this subplot was there at all. Anyway, well then, let's get a pick as proof. I'll send it to Hiro-chan. And we see the picture, and Erika kind of just like hand on her head, face, I don't know what her deal is. But Nagi is just so blurry and kind of, I don't know what kind of face he's making either. And Erika reacts, I captured a spirit on film! That's me. And then Erika turns to Nagi, oh, that gives me an idea. Want to wait here and scare the others? Which means that they did somehow have time to go on a shopping trip and then make it back to the shrine before Hiro and Shion got there. Which is still really weird. But Nagi says, hell yeah. We saw how ready he was to prank Erika. So anyway, Nagi sits down on the steps, and Erika says, well, I'm so glad we did this. A sleepover with our friends? How fun is that? And Nagi's just kind of like wide-eyed at that. And Erika asks, it's your first time too, right? Since you don't have any friends? Ooh, way to go on the attack, Erika. You always say the wrong thing. Besides, this isn't a sleepover. It's a study camp. And Erika just snaps at him, but you haven't been studying at all. And you have? They're just really going at each other here. And Erika continues, but that's what I mean. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have been able to do this. I'm so glad I met you. That's what I wanted to say. Wait, it's just like out of the blue? There's nothing going on there with that? Like, it's just kind of not really a throwaway line, but I was expecting, like, a dramatic thing. Not this, the third line on an itty-bitty bottom panel. Nagi just kind of, like, takes that in and responds, well, me too. So, well, how should I put this? Let's keep it up. And then Nagi kind of stunned that he said that, and Erika looks back at him. What do you mean by that? You mean, like, our engagement? And we see Nagi kind of shocked at where Erika went with that. Erika herself seems kind of embarrassed. And then Hiro gets a text. Excuse me. It's a text from Erika of the selfie they took at the shrine. And Hiro laughs. Hee. Looks like they made it. Let's head out. And Shion stops her. Just a sec. The shrine we're headed for? I just googled it. It's called the Shrine of the Matchmaker. Okay. That's some romantic development there. Also, though, to add to the confusion, not only did it take Nagi and Erika, a short enough time to go to the store and then get to the shrine, that they got there before Shion and Hiro. They got there in 10 minutes. They did all of that in 10 minutes. Given that they were supposed to leave 10 minutes after Nagi and Erika did. I don't know. The timeline here just does not really make sense at all. Anyway, it's called the Shrine of the Matchmaker. And we check back in on Nagi and Erika, and Nagi's kind of sweating. No, I didn't. And Erika's still looking at him, and Nagi blushes and, like, looks away. And Erika turns on a dime. Gotcha! Huh? You shocked? That's for earlier. And Erika turns around. Seriously, though, where are they? How long are they gonna make us wait? And we see, Shion and Hiro decided not to go. Probably not much point in us going. Seems so. Next time, Nagi receives a bombshell while enjoying the great outdoors. See you in the 41st vowel. How often do we get to do these camps? Okay, so, this is a weird chapter, primarily in a timeline standpoint. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, why did we need to have this whole underwear thing? It didn't really lead to anything beyond just, like, a few random gags. Like, it resolved itself super easily. It never really seemed like there was a point to the whole thing. Which is kind of a problem. It was there for some gags, not even terribly good gags, but just a couple of tried, well-used, cliche, there we go, that's what I'm looking for, cliche harem gags about, oh, the main character is a pervert when he didn't mean to do anything wrong, and then it just resolved itself. And somehow, they were able to take a detour to the convenience store and make it back to the shrine in less than 10 minutes. Which seems kind of weird to me. Especially because the shrine seems to be pretty deep in the woods, and the convenience store was not deep in the woods. So, I don't know. I don't really get it. But the better parts of the chapter are the beginning and the ending. As we see a Shion Hiro scene, which might actually be their first real scene together. As Hiro, lays clear that she has absolutely no interest in giving up that number 1 slot. That she's going to keep on going for it no matter what. Whether or not she wins or not, depends on Nagi, but she is not giving up for any reason. But also that Hiro knows that Shion is into Erika and offers to help him. It makes their final panel kind of interesting, where neither of them really react to Nagi and Erika going to the Matchmaker shrine, which might make sense in Hiro's case, as she's, aware of the engagement and everything. But Shion is into Erika, so the fact that he's not even, upset that Nagi went with her instead of him, is kind of weird. But we do get this nice scene with Nagi and Erika at the shrine, once all the timeline issues are kind of ironed out. Where we get some good teasing, some good, banter is always fun to see. But we see that, there is a genuine affection for each other that is built up over these past 40 chapters. That is very, very nice. And I know I'm a little bit biased as the resident Team Erika shipper. But yeah, I just really vibed with their relationship. The chapter has plenty of problems. The underwear gag, again, resolves with really no point at all. The timeline is a little wonky. But beyond that, this is still a fine chapter. In the end, that's kind of my judgment of it. It's fine. It's not really good. It's not great, certainly, but it's not bad either. It's just, it has its ups and downs, but I think in the end, it's pretty fine. But yeah, next time the study trip continues, there's some kind of bombshell Nagi's going to get. We don't know a whole lot about that, but we'll just have to wait till next time to see more. So that's all I have to say for this video. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!